again, a great team effort. When we were cold, our defense kept us in. We kept, battling and battling and battling, and and they're a great, they're an excellent team. And when you can hold, and we just did it with Siena the other day, when their best people are 3 for 11, 3 for 13, 4 for 15, you got a great chance to win. And again, I keep shouting to somebody and hoping that somebody would listen, but we're spearheaded by the best defensive player, arguably between her and Elisa. I haven't seen two better defensive players. And, the rest of the team defense, we've been able to handle guards. I thought what Maria and, and that was something different today we were a little nervous about, is putting somebody like Maria and Kate on Taryn Johnson. And, they've just done an incredible job. And so when we're not shooting the ball well, our defense has been stalwart, and then, fitting as it's been all year, somebody else steps up. And today, Kate Oliver obviously had a run there where she was just unstoppable and they had no answer for her. And it took a relatively 6 to 8 point game and put it up into 15, 17 points, Again, Erica had the type of game, a solid 11 points, but again, 6 assists, no turnovers. And, Maria came in her first start this year and, got the first bucket the game to get us going and, did a tremendous job. So, a lot of people, when they saw our recruiting class with this class, kind of said, not a real great class. And they're going to leave here with the best record ever. I think today ties the overall number of wins, and there's no way we're losing 4 games over the rest of the year. So it's better than last year's, and if they can get the NCAA tournament, get to the Sweet 16, they'll have everything that the last group had. And, for me, it's just tremendous satisfaction to see what a team can do. Because a lot of people always looked at us as Rachel, and then everybody else. And this group of kids, was Rachel a tremendous loss? Absolutely, the greatest loss in the history of the programs. And these kids didn't skip a beat. To not only win 18 in the conference, go 18-0, but to win 17 of them by double digits, and to play the team that had held you to a single-digit win, 2-point win, you to come back and to, play as well as we did today. I couldn't be happier. Especially for these seniors.
Particularly with the layoff now until the MAAC tournament, how important was it to play a pretty tight game for most of the game leading into the MAAC tournament instead of just having like a blowout?
Oh, I think it's extremely important. I've been, been dying for one. Playing them the first time was great. I've been kind of jealous with Loyola, who's always had those real tough games and they're battle tested down the stretch. And that's one of the things that we have to worry about down the stretch. If we get into a real tough battle down the stretch, is where are we going to execute? And so, it was a great game. They're a very, very, good basketball team. And he's a tremendous coach. So I like that it was tight, and I like that it was tight here with our crowd behind us. The only thing that would add it perfect on the day is if Erica would have hit the 3.
I was so scared.
Yeah. That would have brought the house down. But again, it was tremendous. The support that we get here, and the support that came out for these seniors is just, you can't beat it. You just can't find a better place.
You mentioned the record that these 3 have amassed on the court. Off the court, what have these 3 meant to, not just you, but the program in general?
Pain in my, no. They've met quite a bit. They're going to graduate, and they've done well in the classroom, relatively well. They've just been part of the team chemistry that we have here. The freshmen tend to gravitate towards them. We'd have practice. You get to this time of the year and practices can be like pulling teeth. It's those dog days of August kind of thing in February. And, Erica, and, took them aside the other day, and Maria, and just said, guys, we got to get it going. And boy, they really showed it this weekend. They played two good teams, and they played them very, very tough, Siena in their gym and Fairfield here.
Yeah, well, actually, it's the second one. We've done it my freshman year, and that was really great. And I don't know, I think we're really focused on that all year. We just wanted to go after it and do it. And it's just great that we actually did it. And today was just a great game to do it because, you know, Fairfield's really good, and they always give us that good challenge. So it was just good that we got to do it against them.
Did you honestly feel throughout the season that it was possible? I mean, everybody wants to go perfect. Did you feel as though this team had the makings of it, and it would almost be a disappointment if you didn't go in here?
I don't know if you. I mean, sure you can disappoint if you don't do it, but I think everybody was feeling that we could do it. Like, you know, after the tournament we had in Vegas, I think everybody was really focused. We knew we could do it because the teams were just like being in the tournament. So I think once the season started, we were just like really confident that it's something we could do, and it's just great that we did it.
And now, being part of two teams that have done that, no other team in MAAC history. We're talking, you know, almost 30 years of history.
Yeah.
Only your two teams have done this.
Yeah, I mean, good job too. I mean, us seniors, because you know, we know how it feels, and I think that's why we got to do it again, because we really wanted to do it and we knew how it felt. So I think every game could just like come in the game and be ready to do it again.
I think another thing too, Ken, that's at least in the last few of these people is every senior class wants to have their own legacy. You know, hey, when we were seniors, we did this. And it's been talked about, you know, and this group, you know, Vegas really was the thing that said, wow, we might be good enough, or we could run the table in the MAAC. And I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if the MAAC's up, down, sideways. It's hard to go 18-0 in the MAAC. I mean, we've been able to do it twice in the last 4 years, but it's hard. It's hard to go in. And like I told these kids, I said, no matter what happened, I said, we just went unbeaten on a regular season on the road. It's, you know, everybody talks about playing, you know, if you can win all your games at home and play 500 on the road, you got a chance to win a championship. When these guys won every game on the road. And, you know, not like there were a lot of, especially in the non-conference games too. You know, Hartford's not easy. Villanova, you know, and that was I mean, you know, it's not easy to do that. And, you know, I just can't say enough about, you know, what these people have done collectively as a group.
For any of the players being on that first perfect team and now this one, how are the two teams different?
I mean, they're totally different. I mean, I think every year the team is different, so you kind of have to adjust and you know, deal with everybody and make sure you know everybody, and you know, just so we can all play together. But I think it's something we do well. I mean, we have preseason to do that, and I think we just all get along together.